Okay, so someone wanted to see kind of a quick playthrough first impressions for Arms Warrior, and I'm only level 51. All right, so just basically set it up today. And it is very strong. It is very strong. Hits like a truck. And this is with venthyr condemn. So really big single target, really big AoE. Just mobs just dissolve. So it looks quite promising, and then with all the added utility that's been given to Arms, so it looks really good. And I played Fury a little bit, and Arms feels better. It feels like it has more impact. Okay, so going to do the AoE potential here. This mobs will probably start to leash. Maybe if I get over here. Nah. Yep. So can mow down a lot of mobs with Blade Storm. Did a Warbreaker before. Piercing Howl before, which is on a cooldown now, by the way. Piercing Howl is on a cooldown. But Arms has it, not just Fury. But AoE Snare would be good for setting people up in PvP. Alright, followed by the Warbreaker, which is going to increase their damage that they take, and then Blade Storm. And it just chunks. It just feels like every button press just has impact. So you chain the stun with Die by the Sword, that will get you a second wind. Of course you can go into a Fear as well. Or Heroic Leap Away, you'll get second wind. Wow, look at all those condemns back to back to back. Wow. Look at that. So condemn is like almost always going to be top damage. And just a reminder what condemn does. So here, alright, so it replaces execute. Primary target is weakened, preventing up to 1,028 damage they would deal to you. Wow. If your foe survives, 20% of the rage spent is refunded. That's why I was able to back to back to back so many of them. So that, the damage reduction coming from that, along with ignore pain. And I mean, I'm not using defensive stance. I mean, if you wanted to go pretty tanky, obviously I can't use defensive stance with second wind. So let's do this again. Getting second wind procs right there. Just because it wasn't hitting me. Or it wasn't getting through the absorb. That is bizarre. There's second wind. Let me see. See? Of course, you know, harder to control that healing in PvP, but PvE, you know, you can get that second wind healing. So it makes it very strong for leveling or just running around. To get the healing in PvP, you probably have to use Heroic Leap and some line of sight. I wonder if I can fear it out of this. No. Might be able to just Blade Storm it to death. That worked. Wow, that was a big hit there. See that absorb there? So what I'm doing is I'm using it. See the absorb? That's one of the reasons why I'm not taking much damage. It's absorbing a lot of the damage. That's ignore pain up here. Ignore 50%, preventing the next 2,000 damage. Oh wait. There's a second wind. Look at the second. What's going on with second wind procs there? So second wind procs? I need to figure out what's going on there. I mean, getting free second wind procs in the middle of a fight is obviously desirable.
The might of Maldraxxus protects me.
Huh. Oh yeah, I forgot spell reflect. I'm gonna blade storm all this stuff. I'm gonna fear it. Should get second wind. Of course, that guy right there is like nearly dead. Just go for the victory rush instead. Pretty fun. Wow, it's really kind of fun. Feels good. Of course, right now my haste is decent because I have the BFA gear. As I level, imagine it'll start feeling worse when the haste starts decreasing, going down. Yeah, so this is really strong. I like this.